The Australian Open starts on Monday, so let's have a look at the entire draw in full and some of the most exciting matchups that could happen. In the top half, the first big game we have is defending champion and top seed Rafa Nadal against the rising British star Jack Draper. That'll be such a tough draw for Nadal and a great match, I'm sure. We also have Seb Baez and Kubler, which I think could be an exciting matchup for sure. Next up, we have Daniil Medvedev, who is 7th seed and last year's finalist, of course, who needs to kickstart his year after a disappointing end to it. We also have Hubie Hurkacz, who's only ever reached the second round of the US Open before, so I'm expecting an improvement on that, given how good his year was last year. Britain, Carl Edmund has a tough draw coming up against young prospect Yannick Sinner. And at the top is Tsitsipas, who could become world number one should he win the title. A tough ask, I would say. However, he has been in semi-finalists on 3 occasions here. Another Brit in Cam Norrie has probably the easiest of the Britain draws against a wildcard Van Ash. In this section is also an all-Canadian battle of Pospisil versus Auger Aliassime. Now here is a fun section of the draw. Home favourite Nick Kyrgios is playing Safulin, with Dan Evans with a favourable draw against Facundo Bagnis. A terrific draw at the top of this is Rublev against Dominic Thiem, still on his comeback journey from a wrist injury. Not the most exciting of sections next, apart from the returning Novak Djokovic after a year out against Carbelas Baena. Novak can also become world number one should he win the tournament. The penultimate section has Zverev on his own comeback journey from an ankle injury, playing lucky loser Barillas. Finally, this section is looking very lively, with one of my favourite ties with Berrettini against Andy Murray and Casper Ruud against Machak. Ruud is the final player who can reach world number one, should he reach the final. And that's the Australian Open draw. I will be bringing out a prediction video soon, so stay tuned for that one. But in the meantime, have a good one, and I'll see you next time.